And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sundays Are for Trucking episode number 75. DeAndre Danelvis, thanks for joining in so early. And today we are going to be out in John Ruda's 389 glider. Underneath the hood, we do have a Detroit Diesel Series 60, 585 horsepower, 18-speed transmission, 336s in the rear end. And this is fully updated. The new update does include custom skins. I am running one of those skins currently, and also you can see there on the headlights there's several different options of those in addition. Right now we are sitting in Spokane, Washington. We are going to be going down to the Dales. We've got a load of fertilizer going to be going over to ADM there, and it is due Wednesday evening, so Wednesday evening through till Thursday morning. So not an overly long trip, but definitely got a little bit of a way to go. Omar, what is going on? So without any further waiting, let's climb in the truck. We're gonna get the Detroit fired up and we're gonna cruise on down the road. And one of the updates is this gear shifter here. So we just put a big old tall one into the truck today. So what do you say? Let's get cruising. Has everybody got their personal goal done for the Christmas event as of yet? Okay, I am so lucky we did not get a red light violation there. We are way above that stop line. Absolutely have no idea how to state your name, so I'm just gonna call you ID. I appreciate that. Nice comment. And thanks for joining in on today's stream so early. Hey Dalen, what's up today?
Go straight.
And yeah, we did put hardwood floors inside here and got rid of the carpeting. If you've I've driven trucks, you guys know that. And all the trucks that I drove had carpet inside, and once those things got dirty, literally they stunk. So that's why I choose hardwood floor on a truck that I can do that. Hey George, what's up today? I'm doing awesome. Now, a couple of mods that I am running besides John Ruda's 389 here is we've got the colored reefers on for the wagon. We also have Project Next Gen from Damien SBW, so that's going to give us a nice realistic cloud there. I also am running Reshade. The one that I'm running is by Razer. He made it for 135, however, it works perfect here in 136. Rohan, holy moly, long time no see. That's awesome. What John added, the gear shifter there, he made that a little bit taller, new headlights, did some work for back of the frame airline connections if you have his trailers. That's a nice little feature. What else did he do? Added a roof fairing on the top. Yeah, let's get back under the speed limit. I don't need to get myself a driving award. There's also a whole bunch of optimization that's been done to the truck in addition. Well, I thought that said way station, right lane ends. Yeah, can you tell who hasn't played American Truck Simulator? Yeah, hopefully that arrives on time without any damage, of course. Yeah, I have ran that combination of the Classic XL, especially the flat top with that and a flatbed. I don't think I've streamed it, but I've done the flat top along with the Benson flatbed. That's been updated by Keith D 203. Very sick looking combo that is together. Guys are wondering why I've got so much space here that I'm for signage for the construction zones. Busted85 has a mod on the SCS forums for longer notification. It's no longer ding 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 and then you're there. He did change that for the signage to be a little bit further out. Makes it a little bit more realistic in my opinion. Yeah, the only problem with the flat top is the skin pack does not work for it. And if you had a flat top of the 389 glider, I mean, guess who would be all over that?
Stay right.
I'm going by you there, Mr. Publix. Well, I will use several different trucks. However, in my gameplay, I do tend to be more on the realistic side. That is included in the mod now there, George. If you don't have version 6, then you're going to want to update from the links that he sent you. And give me one moment here, guys. I got to tighten down my shifter just a little bit more. Darn thing was wiggling all over the place. Now, I would be using the custom 53-foot reefer, but apparently there's something going on with that trailer to where, I mean, other people have mentioned it. I cannot get loads going to Utah or out of Utah with it for some odd reason. So, I mean, that's the only reason I am not using it. Otherwise, I would be. I have my trucks at the bottom of my mod list for the 389. You're going to have I have my 389, then I have my personal key above that, And then it don't matter what the other two are, the the flare pack and then the USA wheels and tires. It don't matter. I just keep those above the truck. It just makes it easier, at least in my opinion, to have all those accessories above the main truck mod itself. Now, if you run Smarty's wheel mod, those tires and rims will work for this truck in addition.
Okay, let's find a new route.
It will download the games, George, and whatever workshop mods you are subscribed to. If you don't have Steam Cloud enabled, before you unhook your previous laptop, save your profiles to a thumb drive or something like that. And you can find your profiles in Documents, American Truck Simulator, Profiles. Yes, he has added the single round headlights. Hey, AJ, Merry Christmas to you. One thing that you will want to do, George, when you load the game on your new computer, your first start, you're gonna want to create a new profile. You can delete it after you do that. That's just to get the game to read the profile folder. You can then drop in your profiles into the profile folder, and then you can pick right up where you left off.
Exit right.
Any third-party mods that you have in your mod folder, you're going to want to save those too.
Stay left.
Got a detour. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to go into Yakima and then come back around.
Finding new
route. This game isn't made by Ubisoft, it is made by SCS Software. Not really, they're still a nuisance. I've only got the detour slider up just a slight amount. I will get one like every 5 trips. If you recognize the sound, this is Creechbomb's Detroit Series 60 sounds. Apparently John has permission from Creech in order to add them in. the Lone Star is not a bad truck. The default sounds are meh. Now, if you are running Creech Bomb's version 2.8, if you need that mod, you can get it on the SCS forums. There is a compatibility mod on the Steam Workshop. The creator, I believe, is called Boom. And go ahead and download that. Have both the compatibility and Creech Bomb activated, and then you can get all of his engines for the Lone Star.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Oh, I took that turn way too fast. Yeah, now the C15 sounds, the new engine sounds that Creech did, the Jake sounds awesome. The only thing that really sucks is the exterior sounds.
Stay left, and then exit left. Exit left. Stay left. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Ah, darn it. We're going the wrong way. We should have went up that way. Let's see if we can back up here. There's no traffic back there. Let's get over on the shoulder and do this. Yeah, yours truly does not know how to read GPS again.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Alright, we got enough room. Oh, let's hope I don't do that again.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah, exactly right, Jonathan. A former driver such as myself, yep, I still make mistakes. Yeah, the new update does have some additional visors. I don't think there are any bow ties, though. You could call it a show working truck. Be nice and give us the bypass.
Stay right.
Darn it. not on Truckers MP a whole lot, though. Speaking of Truckers MP, guess who gets the winter mod this year? That is right. ATS also has the winter mod. It is not just ETS 2 any longer.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
What you need for winter mod on Truckers MP is Grimes Frosty ATS version 2.7, and there should be a link on the Truckers MP page for that. Otherwise, it's grimesmods.wordpress.com. You will download 2.7. You do not need the physics add-on, and then you will go to your documents folder. There will be an ATS MP folder inside there. Open that up, create a folder named mod, drop Frosty ATS inside there, boom, you've got Frosty ATS enabled the next time you log in.
Stay right, then continue straight. Go straight.
Nathaniel, John Ruta's 389 glider today. Oh, he's going to be adding more to that, I believe, with the next update.
Get ready to turn right.
Former driver. I came off the road in the early 2000s. About 5 or 6 years, and then I started driving locally. And at the time I had a baby and really could not afford to be away from home. Hey Jace, good afternoon to you, or good evening depending on your time zone. Hey Terry, how's it going today? Take care, George. working show truck, if you will. And yet, on this truck, well, for John Brutus, we do have a Phoenix light kit on for the chicken lights.
Exit right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
This sleeper is going to be a 72-inch.
Stay left, then turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
And I guess we can do that. And this one shouldn't be too hard. As long as you get the proper angle lining up, that's actually a piece of cake parking spot. We'll find out once we get parked here. I'm probably going to pull right out of here. this one I am not worrying about getting the cab in the white area in the front. It's more so of getting the trailer right where it belongs. In other words, it's kind of like a parallel park, if you will. And not perfect, but that will do. Alright, let's see. Should we go down to Truckee? We have not... Well, actually, no. That is a tiny Walmart with a long-nosed tractor. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Where should we go? I mean, that's going to be a short one down to Bend. I'd rather not do that. So it looks like we are taking a long trip, taking some nuts down to Fresno due Friday. And that is supposedly a hot load. We'll be there Thursday. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. 47,000 pounds. Yeah, $47,000 for 35,000 pounds. Piece of cake. What the heck? That's like the third time I've done that.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
TrackIR, quit going so much out of sync here too. do you guys think we will get Idaho? Since they've already announced that, and that was made on the stream last Thursday by Pablo, I believe it's also been posted to SCS's Instagram. And normally they announce this date. We've been getting it like 5 months or so. That puts us into May for Idaho. And then don't forget, we did get confirmation that FMOD is coming, or the new sound engine. Not much was mentioned about the graphics update that we're supposed to get in addition. That's also going to be included with 137, at least the start of it. So next year it looks like should be another good year for ATS and probably ETS too.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Robert, we are in John Ruta's 389 glider today. This is a paid mod, it is not free. This one is you can buy from John Ruta's Facebook. He has two other trucks besides this one, the W900 Highway Killer and a Freightliner Classic XL. He also has a trailer pack, and his Facebook group is called Produced by John Ruta. Once you go there, you can message him and he will give you prices and whatnot. If it's going to be the same, the Freightliner Classic is like 15 bucks. You are quite welcome. The interior is not bad. He also just updated this 389, and all three trucks include skin pack with them. Also, you can create your own. There is a template included, so you can start doing that. The trucks, I mean, they're a little bit heavier than your SES truck, but for what they are very well optimized. When I was driving, I preferred driving in the day. In the game, it doesn't matter. Seems like the trucks do better in the daylight than they do at nighttime, but nighttime literally is where it is, because you get to see all the chicken lights.
straight.
And there's a company that's no longer in business. Celadon shut doors 2-3 weeks ago.
Stay right, then exit right.
And there I go again. Well, it had room that time. I didn't need to block off the AI in order to get over here.
Go straight. 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 Go straight.
speed up, slow down, just like the idiots in real life. Alright, but we are yawning. We're going down 97. There's going to be a chicken coop down the way here, along with a fuel station and a rest area. We're probably going to stop there and get some sleep. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong road. We're pulling into this rest area though. I'm not sure how far the next one is, and I don't want to risk falling asleep here on the road.
Finding new route.
Apparently I came in the wrong side. Or not. Let's just see if this is going to trigger. Hey, how about that? It triggered. Alright, that's like 5 times today. There was a chicken coop. I was thinking, I was definitely thinking of a different area. Hey, thank you, Oregon. I don't have to stop. what's up today? You just had to slam on your brakes, didn't you? What, now you're going to go through a red light? had my chat break. If you guys are running the International LT mod, we're going to have a nice little surprise later this week. The interiors from the Lone Star are going to be added to the LT. So a great truck mod is going to get even better. just gonna chalk it up to you guys being quiet. And definitely we're getting down to the end of at least the regular season for the NFL, and a lot of playoff implications are still in place, so yeah, I can understand that.
Go straight.
Roger that, DeAndre.
Go straight. Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
How's it going? You just missed the first run and half of this one.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
We are in Stockton, California on our way to Fresno. this load is a load of nuts. I mean, that could be walnuts, peanuts, pecans, almonds, you name it, it's probably in the wagon. How's things going for you, Gary? Are you on your own yet, or are you still with the trainer?
Go straight.
Roger that. Now, are you going back out? You already on the road, or are you home for Christmas? Now, are they going to have you home for Christmas, or are you staying out over the holiday? Yeah, if you don't have family and you really don't want to be home, there's really not a point. And plus, you can make up a hell of a lot of time, well, at least Christmas morning. During the afternoon, people are going to be out traveling for dinner, depending on whose house they are going to and how many meals they're going to eat. I know back in the day when I was married, I was always home for Christmas, and that day I ate 3 meals. Literally, one at home with my wife, we went to her parents, and then to her brothers. And needless to say, I was a stuffed turkey on Christmas.
Stay right, then exit right. Exit right. Turn left.
Okay, that's like 7 times today. Make that 8. Holy moly, why can I not get this thing going today for some odd reason? Yes, yeah, literally, basically, sometime after 5 hours, you gotta take a 30-minute break. Yeah, pretty much forgetting to let go of the clutch and then stalling the truck out. You know, back when I was driving, at least when I had to keep a logbook, I mean, there was no such thing as a 34-hour reset. The work week, basically you had 8 days and you could do 70 hours over 8 days. And then literally there was no reset in there to reset your hours or anything like that. So I'm going to say back in the day it was easier, but also a little bit on the tougher side. I mean, you're off for a day and a half now and pretty much your clocks are reset. Discretion, basically. And if you're going to be doing like a 34-hour reset, you of course are going to let your company know that you're doing that so they don't drop a load onto you and that needs to be delivered or whatnot. And there's probably a coding there that's going to be in your Qualcomm PeopleNet or whatever, and just let the company know that you're doing your 34 and then you should be all right. Never heard of that, DeAndre. Hey, Wombly, how's it going? Long time no see. Yeah, your home time could be counted as a reset, yes. Now, normally when you're home, if, at least my brother with Martin, he stayed out for 6 weeks and he was home for 5 days. So basically he had easily a 34-hour reset in there. In 5 days, you're talking, what, 100 plus hours? I am doing awesome like a possum. If you want to know more about what your company policies are, Gary, hit up your trainer or just even contact your fleet manager and they'll be able to tell you.
Right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
And where do you want it? Right there. Piece of cake. And maybe something got changed with the transmission files on this, because I really have not ran this truck a whole lot since it was updated. And I'm used to like the SCS trucks where I can almost idle off. This one I cannot. There were cat scales when I was driving, yes. They've been around forever. And this is one of the companies where we cannot bump the dock, so that's good enough right there. Oh, why the hell did I do that? What do we got here in Fresno? Why not? When's that due? Friday? I might not have enough to do that one. You wanna know something? It's in the Christmas season. Let's do another load of nuts. This time going over to Phoenix due Saturday morning. So roughly we got a full day to do that one.
Turn right.
The funny part is, Pablo mentioned last week that another truck is just going into the approval process. He didn't mention any names, but a lot of people are speculating, since there are Mac dealers now in the game, they're hidden as a repair center, that the next truck is actually going to be a Mac. I'm actually still thinking it's going to be the Cascadia. Hey Tristan, what's up today? Long time no see.
Go straight.
They've teased the Cascadia, but also all 7 manufacturers have been licensed, and if people are thinking the Mac, they're not thinking like the CHU613, the Granite or anything. They're actually saying Mac Anthem.
Stay left, then turn left. Turn left. Turn right.
You know, any more out on the road, when I went to get my cousin in up in Michigan.
Finished.
I mean, yes, I saw a lot of Cascadias, but I also saw a ton of Volvos and LTs. And it's like that LT has taken off from international. It was Monroe, just south of Detroit. Yeah, so you probably already know where it is. I had to pick her up in Monroe.
Turn left. Turn left.
Man, I gotta tell you though, 75 going up there, holy moly, they are working on it, but geez, that is a absolute mess. When I was up there, all the traffic was still on the southbound lanes. The northbound side, they were still working. I'm not sure if that is even open yet for the winter, but my goodness, it was tight. The road was bumpy, and it was like, holy crap! If someone hits you, there's no way you're not getting pegged by something else. That'd be even worse in the winter, trying to plow up there with all the traffic on the southbound side. Robert, I really don't have a favorite per se. However, there are some that I will drive more than others. Ever since we got the Lone Star, just the amount of detail on the interior of the truck, I love the way that it looks. And that interior is actually being imported to the LT. I will run Vipers every now and then. The truck that I drove mostly back when I was driving was a Freightliner FLD 120. I have that mod from the workshop. I do drive that a lot of the time when I am not streaming. So if I'm going to choose here, base truck, W900 or a Lone Star, mod truck, literally it could be anything. The 567, the 389 glider we're running, a Freightliner Classic. Mac Anthem's actually really good. Yeah, the only thing that I was disappointed in with the sounds was the engine sounds on the Lone Star. Granted, yes, I know trucks today, the cabs, they're still steel in them, but there's a lot of composite materials and a lot of sound dampening, so you really don't hear the engines. So the interior sounds, I mean, I can dismiss that, but the exterior sounds, they are awful. So basically I run Kriechbaum's engine mod with a compatibility so I can use the engine sounds in the truck. We just yawned. We've got 2 hours left to drive. We're gonna have to find a rest area. Since we're running down the 99, there's probably gonna be several. We might have to jump off in order to go to a rest area itself. I don't think there's any right off the highway. highway W900 that you're going to be seeing, I mean, that is your regular studio sleeper, 86-inch, or that, I don't even think that's the standard. The studio is the 86. The standard might be like an 80. I'd never heard of a T900. However, there are different configurations for the W9. Some of them actually have a sloped hood and have a shorter wheelbase, which are your quote-unquote vocational trucks. So that will be your cement trucks, your dump trucks, box trucks, which I very seldom see, but they are out there. Hey Sasa, how's it going today? Thanks for joining in from Serbia. Here's a rest area right up here. We're gonna pull in. And since we're down to a quarter tank of go-go juice, might as well get some of that too. You know what would be even better if these fuel stations were Sunoco's? That's mostly what you find on like a turnpike, even though we're not on one, just for the realism aspect. And kind of hard to see this paint job as we're driving down the middle of the night, but yeah, there we go. One thing I kind of wish that John would have added to this was some air breather lighting. That would have been, like, kick-ass. And there is something that you very seldom see on the road anymore, but at one time they were extremely popular. Yeah, I can't even say it today for some odd reason. This idle air system. No, going through Ohio on the turnpike, most of those are Sunoco's in there. Now, I haven't ran the Pennsylvania Turnpike in a while either, but I believe Pennsylvania is also Sunoco. Yet they used to be very popular back in the day. Anymore, the truck stops that did have them, mostly TAs, they have been ripped out. Now, granted, I'm sure there are still some truck stops that have the idle air system, but I can't see a whole lot of drivers using them these days. I mean, with the way technology has improved, there is really no need for it. Putting reefers in median every day. Please remember I mortgaged everything. I needed cash. There's what Prime stands for.
Go straight.
also run skateboards. Got as close as what I could with what trailer options that I do have available. And if the custom 53-foot reefer had loads to Utah, I would still be using it, and I would have used a different paint scheme with that one. But I mean, with this here, I am using one of the Classic Stripe DLC paint jobs. Works perfect for me. If ever California gets a rework, they rework Grapevine right here, because literally this is nothing like Grapevine is in real life. And it's a little bit longer, of course, but the turns and stuff like that, they're kind of similar. Not the same though. If you take a look at Grapevine the way it is on 5 in California, and then look here in game, it's like, wow, they totally screwed that up. Oh yeah, we got a nice little, probably 4-foot extension on that. My setup in real life, right now I just have my shifter clamped to my desk. I kind of want to get a box build and then get like a 2-foot extension rod and get it on the side of me, but I haven't done that as of yet. Have to remember, when SES first started doing ATS, they did not know how it was going to sell. So they did take a whole lot of shortcuts with California and Nevada. They've corrected a lot of it in Arizona, but California and Nevada, the signage is literally, it's not correct. There's no exit numbers, but hopefully eventually, once that gets updated, it will feel like a brand new state.
Stay left.
And they definitely need to rework Los Angeles. I mean, it's the way they have the city built, not even close. But then again, we were hoping for a Las Vegas rebuild when we got Utah. It didn't happen.
Stay left.
Why they didn't add it, they've got the Boulder City bypass in, but what they really need to do is add Interstate 11 now that that is open and everything. It's like, come on guys, I mean, I know it's a little bit of work, but geez. Doug, I am not going on to Northern Boulevard.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Oh, I've been to Vegas. Yeah, it doesn't even look proper, to be honest with you.
Stay right, and then exit right.
And coming in on 15 from the north, literally from 20 miles away, it's a straight shot after the Virgin River Canyon, basically down into Vegas. You can see that for quite a while, and you can't even see Vegas here in game until you're right up on into the city, well, nearly. Yeah, and Interstate 15 going through the city, I mean, they missed a whole lot of detail. And the new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium is literally right across from the T-Mobile Arena where the Golden Knights play at. You've got South Point, which literally sits right off the interstate. That's not in game.
Stay left.
Ever get to Iowa, please, I am hoping that they get a license from the Iowa 80 and they do that justice. And literally all of Nevada, California need a rework. And these are the oldest assets in the game. I mean, it's kind of expected, but more so right now it's getting new content pushed out, and hopefully they'll come back and work on areas a little bit at a time. It doesn't need to be one big rebuild. Most of Iowa 80 itself, you get outside of the main building, the Streak and Beacon and whatnot, and the fuel islands, it's just massive truck parking is what's there. And there's not a whole lot towards the front end of the building. It's a 90, I'm going to say, not 90, but probably 80% of Iowa 80 is truck parking. Now that we see, we've got it with the last two states. Basically, Washington and Utah, before it used to be, they couldn't have a city within 100 miles of each other. Now they're actually getting cities closer together. That would be perfect, because then you can get the ports in Los Angeles, you can have Long Beach, you get up around San Fran, you can actually add in a proper Oakland, or maybe drop Oakland and give us San Jose. That they really need to work on, though, is the Sierra Nevada region. mean, I will never run that mod on the channel. I just don't like what they did with it, of how they went about promoting it. It's kind of what I call a money grab, so I won't be running it. However, Pro Mods Canada, that will be on the channel once it is released. Minor Urban Overhaul and US Expansion are combining, so I will be running that one eventually too. Drive a pink W9. And let's hope they do the Mackinac Bridge right too. And that connects the UP and Lower Michigan, so they better do it right. They've been paying a lot more, I'm going to say, closer attention to detail. Especially, they went back and fixed Oregon with some mistakes that they made. Washington, they pretty much got right on. Utah is absolutely gorgeous. One thing that I am waiting for, though, are toll roads. Right now, all we basically have for tolls is bridges in California. There are absolutely no toll roads anywhere in ATS. And from my understanding, the federal government does allow every single state to collect tolls on one interstate. Pennsylvania is 76, and going through Ohio, Indiana, you are looking at Interstate 80. Even through Illinois, it's Interstate 80. Let's see. I'm not sure as further west that you get, to be honest. But you get around New York City, that's all you, it's like every single bridge. GW, that is a massive toll, and then it starts with the T, I'm trying to remember, Tappan Zee, that is another toll bridge. I'm more curious of how they're going to handle, like, from DC up to Boston. And the road density in there is literally massive. I can understand they're probably not going to be able to get every single road in there, but everything is actually more than likely going to be off 95 once we get to this side of the country, that is. Let's knock on wood and hope. But I'm curious of what they're going to do with the road density in there. If you're delivering in New York City, most of those appointments are going to be in the middle of the night. Basically, you don't want to go into NYC in the middle of the day. It's just way too busy. During the daytime, it's going to be all your business people, everybody out running around. At nighttime, it's all truck traffic that's pretty much in and out of the city. Pretty soon the only people that are going to be left doing California are the local drivers. No OT, from the OTR drivers that my brother have talked to and the ones that I know who are still driving, they do not want to go to California at all. And they just said that there is too many restrictions, they don't make any money. And a lot of the times, if they get out there, then they run for a couple of days up and down I-5, and they hate doing that. Your guess would be as good as mine. Arizona, be nice and give me that good old green light. No, not the red light, green light. One day we will get our way stations reworked. I don't mind stopping at them, but just coming in, pushing a button and getting a green light, and that's fine and all, but try to code in like getting DOT inspected, have to pull around back or whatnot, and that takes an hour of your time. They can make it like the border checkpoints with ETS2 that they've had in Beyond the Baltic Sea and Road to the Black Sea, and that would be awesome just to have here in ATS. nothing. On Interstate 8, there is one just outside of El Centro, that 35-mile-an-hour turn area that they have in there. There is a, well, that's right before San Diego, there's one. Let's see, coming on I-5 out of Oregon, there isn't one until you get down to nearly Redding. There is one on 80 outside of Truckee. One of the better AI vehicles in the game. Yep, I can agree with that. For a minute there, I thought that was going to be TMC, otherwise known as the Maverick Cheerleaders. And in case you didn't know, Maverick is another national flatbed carrier besides TMC.
Stay left.
Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Geez, Doug, that's what I get for relying on the GPS. Should have been in that right lane a lot sooner than what I was.
Stay right, then exit right. Exit right.
It's actually if you go to the TMC for Peterbilt 379, I have it in the comments there of what TMC actually stands for. It's the owner of TMC, when he bought a defunct trucking company called the something corporation, and instead of keeping it the same name, he just named it TMC. You can set buttons for your range selector and splitter if you want, Thomas, or you can just run a 6-speed transmission.
Stay left, then turn left. Turn left. Turn right, then turn left. Turn left.
TMC is too much chrome. But I forget
You
actually
have
what it
arrived
stands
at your
for. It's the
destination.
something something
Your
corporation.
route guidance is now finished.
I'll show you what if you're going to be running a 6-speed transmission, Thomas. Let me get this trailer parked and I'll show you what you're going to do. Alright, so what you're going to do for a 6-speed transmission, you'll set it up in the truck for running a 6-speed. You will come down, well, first thing, you'll change your transmission here, you'll change that to 8-shifter. Then you will come down here, and you're going to change the shifter layout to a range. You're not going to have a need for a splitter. And then what you can do is for shifter position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can set that up to however you like. So running, if the reverse gate is all the way over and to the right, you can set that for reverse. You'll just click on here, move it over to where you want, and then pop it into gear, and then it will be in there. And the same thing's for 1 through 6. And then once you get that set up, you will be able to run a 6-speed transmission while shifting gears. Now, if you were going to go with a 10, 13, or 18, or even a 15, what you'll need to do is, for me, this is already laid out. Do not change any of these positions. However, what you will need to do is, you down here, shifter toggle 1 is going to be the range selector. So that's on the front of an actual shifter. That's that paddle switch on the front. Shifter toggle 2 will be the splitter. That's the slide switch that's on the side of the shifter. Hey, Miles, how's it going? And then if you get an actual truck shifter knob, it makes it a whole lot easier. That's why that shifter toggles use switch mode is here. Basically, if that was not there, I would have to go into the config file and make changes. It's just there for ease of convenience. But if you're only running only have 6 gates plus reverse on your shifter, I would recommend sticking to, for your shifter, stick to range and run a 6-speed transmission. Oh, and yeah, if you guys ever wanted to see what my force feedback settings are for my TMX base, that's what they are right here. If you are running a 6-speed, you will not need the shifter toggle 1 or 2. Yeah, so what you'll do, Thomas, is change your transmission to 8-shifter, buy a 6-speed transmission from a repair center, or if you're going to buy a new truck, and then go into the controls, go down to the shifter, set that as range, and then you can set the gates to whatever you'd like. Like if I'm running a TH8A, this is actually a 8-gate shifter. I just have my last 2 blocked off. But if I ever run a 6-speed, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse is all the way over to the right. And you can set that anywhere you want when doing a range. And what I will do is, I believe on my next stream, I will get my shift cam activated, and I will run through. I'm gonna probably do the LT. It's gonna have a new interior. That is more than likely gonna be on Wednesday. I will go through the setup of a 6-speed transmission using a TH8A shifter. So it's going to be similar to the driving force shifter, except I've got an extra gate that the driving force does not. The setup will be pretty much exactly the same, and then we'll just run a 6-speed. But anyways, guys, I am going to get on out of here for this Sunday evening. I do want to thank you all for watching. As always, if you did enjoy the stream, make sure you leave a thumbs up, since I will not be here until Thursday. I do hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, have a safe and joyous time with your families, and definitely don't eat too much, or if you eat too much, make sure you take a nap. But have a great evening, guys. I am gonna get on out of here. I am 1010. We'll catch you on the flip flop.